They say your 20s are the best years of your life. Freedom, energy, opportunities around every corner. But what they don't say, what almost no one says out loud, is that your 20s can also be a trap. A silent, seductive one. And by the time most people realize it, they're already deep in it, wondering where all the time went. See, the real danger of your 20s isn't failure. It's comfort disguised as progress. It's the illusion that you have forever to get your life together. It's that voice that whispers, "You've got time," while the clock quietly keeps ticking. Let's talk about it. When you hit your 20s, the world suddenly opens up. You're no longer a kid. You can vote, move out, work, date, travel, and for a brief moment it feels like you're standing at the edge of unlimited possibility. But possibility is only powerful if you act on it. That's where the trap begins. Because for most people, the 20s become a decade of drifting. They bounce from job to job, chasing fun and avoiding responsibility. They fall into relationships that go nowhere. They party, scroll, binge, and procrastinate. And all the while, they tell themselves it's fine. They're young, they'll figure it out later. But here's the thing. Later doesn't arrive with a trumpet. It sneaks up on you. One day, you wake up, you're 29, and suddenly the things you thought you'd figure out by now, your career, your purpose, your finances, your discipline, they're still a mess. Except now, you're not 20 anymore. You're expected to have it together, and you don't. The trap of your 20s is that no one pressures you to grow up. Society gives you a pass. It pats you on the back for exploring and trying things out without asking where you're going. And because there's no urgency, there's no growth. But what if I told you the best time to build a life of freedom, stability, and purpose isn't in your 30s or 40s, it's right now? What if your 20s aren't a free pass but a launch pad? Let's get brutally honest for a second. If you spend the next 10 years figuring it out without a strategy, you're setting yourself up for a future full of regret. Regret for the chances you didn't take, the discipline you didn't build, the savings you didn't grow, the health you didn't protect, the potential you wasted. It sounds harsh, but someone needs to say it. Because the truth is, no one is coming to save you. Your parents can't live your life for you. Your friends won't hold you accountable. Your boss isn't going to teach you how to dream. And school certainly didn't prepare you for the mental, emotional, and financial warfare that real life brings. That's on you. So, what can you do? Start by understanding that your 20s are not a waiting room. They're not a time to delay serious decisions until you feel ready. They are the foundation. And whatever you build during this time, whether intentionally or accidentally, becomes the structure you live in later. Think of your habits like seeds. You plant them in your 20s, but they don't just stay seeds. They grow. Discipline grows. Laziness grows. Debt grows. Knowledge grows. Everything you repeat starts becoming automatic. So if you spend your 20s reinforcing bad habits, those habits will follow you for decades. You want to sleep in late, skip workouts, scroll for hours, and blow your paycheck on things that don't matter. You can, but don't be surprised when those habits become your lifestyle in your 30s. That's how the trap tightens. But it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, there's good news. If you wake up now, if you take control in your 20s, you can build a life that most people only dream of. Because this decade isn't just about survival. It's about leverage. You have energy, time, fewer responsibilities than you ever will again. If you use those advantages wisely, you can position yourself years ahead of everyone else. Imagine starting your 30s debt-free, fit, confident, with a skill set that prints money and a mindset that doesn't crumble when life gets tough. It's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you use your 20s instead of wasting them. So, let's get practical. What does that actually look like? First, develop not motivation, discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline shows up whether you feel like it or not. Build routines that keep you grounded. Wake up at a consistent time. Set goals and track them. Learn how to delay gratification. These aren't just habits, they're tools for winning the long game. Second, learn how to manage money, not just a night. Most people in their 20s think saving is something they'll get to later. But every dollar you invest now works harder than money you invest later. Compound interest is not just a financial term, it's a cheat code. Start small if you have to, but start now. Third, master something. Don't dabble forever. Pick a lane, commit to learning, and get exceptionally good at it. Whether it's coding, writing, design, business, or sales, become irreplaceable. Skill stacks create freedom, and freedom is what most people are actually chasing when they say they want success. Fourth, protect your environment. Who you spend time with in your 20s often shapes who you become. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and call you out when you're slipping. If your circle only knows how to party, complain, and coast, don't be surprised when you become the same. Fifth, take care of your body. Your health isn't something to fix later. It's your foundation now. Build habits that fuel you. Sleep, movement, clean eating, hydration. You don't need to become a fitness model. Just respect your body enough to treat it like the engine that'll carry you through the next 60 years. Sixth, Learn to be alone, not lonely. Learn to sit in silence, reflect, and think without distractions. If you're constantly escaping your own thoughts with noise, entertainment, or people, you'll never hear the quiet truths that could change your life. 7th, don't waste pain. Your 20s will come with heartbreak, disappointment, failure. That's part of it. But pain is a powerful teacher if you listen. Don't numb it. Learn from it. Let it refine you. The lessons that hurt the most often build the strongest foundations. And finally, understand that it's okay not to have everything figured out. The goal isn't perfection, it's direction. Are you moving with intention, or are you just existing? That's the real question. Too many people confuse motion with progress. They stay busy without growing. They chase pleasure and call it happiness. They float through their 20s thinking they're living, when in reality, they're slowly falling behind. The ones who win, the ones who build lives of meaning, freedom, and strength are the ones who saw the trap and walked the other way. They said no to short-term pleasure in exchange for long-term peace. They built when others coasted. They sacrificed when others splurged. And now, they don't have to chase opportunities. They attract them. So if you're in your 20s right now, consider this your wake-up call. Don't wait for a crisis to force you to grow. Choose growth, choose discomfort, choose the path that builds you into someone you respect. Because at the end of the day, no achievement, no relationship, no job title will replace the deep peace of knowing you didn't waste your potential. Your 20s are not a trap if you see them for what they are, a brief, powerful window to design the rest of your life. Don't waste it. Start now. The clock isn't stopping, but you can. You can pause, reflect, and choose better. And that choice today might just change everything.